Hey, this your boy Mr. Extra. Got a little project got to do on the bike, a little maintenance. We installing spark plugs today on the bike, so gonna show y'all how we do these spark plugs. My wire should be good, so I'm just changing the spark plug. She getting a little where she don't want to crank on the cold start. I have to turn over about 2 times, and it's about 28,000 miles on those spark plugs that I got in now. So about to put these spark plugs in, and I'm gonna take y'all along with me. So first we're gonna have to get this tank off. 2 bolts in the back and 2 bolts up around the neck area, and then we pull the tank off. Gotta take our wires loose right here and pull the tank off, and that'll expose all 4 spark plugs where we can get them out and get them swapped out real quick. Yep, I'm back. Like it's dirty. Got caught in that rain on that Jacksonville ride. So it hadn't been washed since, cause I ain't really had the time lately. Right down here at the bottom. I need another extension. And as you can see, spark plug right here on the right side, and a spark plug right here on the front right. 2 on this side, which is easy to get to, but these are 2 on the right side. That the reason why you got to take the tank off to get to everything. So yeah, so we're gonna get the spark plugs out and get this thing buttoned back up. So I'm gonna either use one of these little spark plugs wire pullers. One of these is gonna get used on it. I don't know which one yet, because that joker's down in there. So you're gonna need something to get some kind of leverage and pull it straight up. That way you can get the spark plug wires off, and then it'll give you access to your spark plugs. So I use this one to get down in there to get this back sewn off.
And what y'all see here is me inspecting that boot that I just took off, just to make sure there wasn't nothing bent, or make sure it didn't get pulled or some kind of break in it. So I was just looking at it, checking it out. So, and then me looking down at the spark plug, just seeing, trying to get all that dirt and leaves out of the hole.
And so that right there got in to that back seal. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, got a little trash in there, look like some leaves and stuff. So gotta give me a little vacuum cleaner and get that sucked out.
And guys, if you see trash down in that hole like you just seen a while ago, before you take them spark plugs out, just go ahead and suck it out. Make sure it get cleaned up, because you don't want that stuff to get down in your cylinders and cause you even more problems down the road. So just try to keep it clean.
All this because it was clean. But yeah, because you definitely want to get them leads out, because you definitely don't want that getting inside that engine and start causing all kind of problems. So yeah, so get my spark plug socket, which I think is a 5/8. Yeah, it's a 5/8, and it's a spark plug socket because it got the little rubber bushing in it to hold down on the spark plug when you're pulling it out. So I'm going with the NGK spark plugs. So I'm gonna try these out. As y'all can see the part number on there. So we're gonna try these out. These was a little cheaper than the Harley brand, but see if they're gonna hold up or if I'm gonna have any problems out of them. So we're gonna try these out, see how they work. If not, we'll take them out and try some more. And guys, also on another note, the manual don't say anything about putting anti-seize on these, so you should be able to just screw them in normal and then tighten them down, and then get you a little torque wrench and then torque them down to factory OEM specifications. So I wouldn't put anti-seize on them because the Harley-Davidson service manual don't say put anti-seize on it. So we're just gonna run them as is, because when this is my second time doing spark plugs on this bike and it didn't have anti-seize on it at all. So, and they came out just fine. So you should be okay with it. And on my bike, the spark plug gap should be 0.031 to 0.035 inches. And to check that, I got a spark plug gap, so just to make sure the gaps are within spec. So yeah, these right here already came pre-gapped, so we should be fine. And I think also it tells you not to gap them on the box. I think it said not to gap them on the box. I think they already pre-gapped, so that should be okay. You just put it in your spark plug wrench like that, your little spark plug socket, and you can hold it like that without it falling out and everything. So take it, put it back where you got it from. Now I got to get my torque wrench out, because it got to be torqued anywhere between 89 inch-pounds and 133 inch-pounds. So I got it snug down. I'm probably gonna do about 100 inch-pounds maybe. Get this thing, a little inch-pound torque wrench. Got it off of Amazon. So I'm gonna put it back about 125 should work, and torque it down. No frayed wires or anything. And then just stick that bad boy back down in there. So then we'll move on to the front cylinder and everything, but look at that, right around a little bit. Get your tool down in there, squeeze and pull up. Just like that. So this thing right here makes it a little easy. That way you grip it by the rubber part. That one got leaves in it too, so get the shop vac again, suck the leaves out of it. And like I said, always, even though they're pre-gapped, you always want to check your gaps, make sure they're correct. Because if they're not, your bike might not crank up. Keep that in mind. Because if the gap ain't set correctly, you have to do all this over. Make sure my gap is correct. And your spark plug should just turn. You should be able to screw these by hand. You know, if you get some resistance, chances are you probably had that thing cross-threaded, because they're going in that hole where they screwing real nice. And then just snug them up. Put your torque wrench down on it, and one click. One click and it's done. And then spark plug wire back on. And that's it for the right side. As y'all can see, got this side over here to do. I use this tool to just pry up under it, and it popped it right off. That's a little tool I use to get that side off, and use it to get it up. And I use that so I don't pull on the wire and possibly damage these wires by pulling on them and breaking them, and then the bike start misfiring. So yeah, spark plugs are pretty easy. It ain't much work involved, just screwing them out. Once you get them out, make sure you got your gap right, and then just put them back in the way you took them out, man. That can save you a lot of money at the dealership. I promise you that. But yeah, because I pretty much I try to do my own maintenance on my bike as much as I can, or find a video with it. That way I'm not wasting money, cause I'd rather buy something else and go on trips than to sit there and get a dealership all my money. But when I first bought my bike, I took my bike to the dealer to get oil changes and stuff like that, and then they end up talking me into this little maintenance package. But shoot, man, I wasted so much money on that maintenance package, because in the springtime you can barely get an appointment, or they be like 3 weeks out. So I think the last time I made an appointment, I had to wait like 3 weeks to get my oil changed on my bike. And I said, once this maintenance plan up, I start doing it all myself. So, and I've been doing it myself since 30,000 miles on the bike when my plan ran out. So it can save you a bunch of money doing it yourself. And as you can see, it wasn't that hard to do. So we'll torque this last one down and put the wire back on, and it should be good to go. Alright, now we just gotta put the tank back on, and that should be it. Yeah, make sure all this stuff's still plugged in, everything's still plugged up and plugged in. Make sure everything look good. Make sure nothing coming out. Don't wiggle it loose while you riding. That's tight. That's tight. So yeah. So let's get this tank back on and fire up and see what we got. Gotta see if we got some fire to it now. And just like that, change your own spark plug, save you a whole bunch of money. Just doing it yourself.
And if you ever get wires from Harley-Davidson, they got the instructions in the pack on where all the little zip ties and everything go on your bike. That's noted on the little instruction sheet when I changed the wires on this bike to the Screaming Eagle wire. So that concludes this night. I'm gonna put this seat back on, get everything buttoned up, take it for a test ride tomorrow. I'll probably ride to work or something. So yeah, y'all have a good night. See you on the next one. Peace.